What's up guys, the Lazy Goldmaker here. Today I'm going to take a deeper look at Jewelcrafting. I already covered some of it in my prospecting video. Today we're going to take a look at everything else and sort of how it's looking right now. Now first things first, Jewelcrafting for me has been one of the best professions, or one of the really good ones. It's already, you can see here I have 73,000 gold in sales from Jewelcrafting since in the last 30 days. And I have 260,000 gold in sales since the beginning of Mists. So that's a good quarter-ish of my sales. So this is a very good profession. Now there is no way around the fact that the main way to make gold here is with prospecting. Prospecting is really profitable. Yeah, that's just the lay of the land. It is by far the cheapest way to get gems, and it is the only profitable way to get a lot of gems. And I just did check the spreadsheet today that I have in my prospecting video. We can see here you're making almost 60% profit just selling the raw gems. And then obviously once you add some of the better gem combinations, particularly for the uncommons, you are doubling, tripling your value. You're making a lot of gold per item with prospecting. So that is sort of the basics here. You definitely want to be prospecting if you have the time. Now, one thing that is generally speaking not worth it is to do the various rare cuts. It's like some of them are showing profits. You can see here that there's like 2 gold profits on the brilliant, like a couple of silver profit on the blues. Some of the yellows have higher profit, but generally speaking, you're not going to make a lot of gold buying the uncut rare gems on the auction house, because that's very easy. Anyone can do that. It's highly competitive. Then you're going to eke out quite a small profit margin unless you have some sought after recipes. We can see that it could be worth it here with the inscribed vermilion onyx right now for me. But generally speaking, you're looking at best 10-15 gold profit, which isn't that good. Now, one thing that has been very good for me are the crafted item level 450, the rings and necklaces. They sell quite quickly. Sort of the main limiting factor for me has been the fact that I don't sell them too often. I have 16,000 gold worth of sales, and often I'll just craft 2, and some of these will just sell out pretty much instantly, and then I will forget to craft more. The other nice thing about doing the rings and necklaces is that it'll be a nice way to get rid of your serpent size, because you are going to have a lot of serpent size if you do prospecting. If you do the rings, I usually just craft 2 of each that I've run out of and that are profitable, and then I'll just throw them on my banker. Then you'll use up a lot of serpent size. Sometimes you even have to buy them. I had to buy, as you can see, I've bought 113 of them total, so that's very nice. It's also very lazy stuff. You can even just buy everything on the auction house. And do that every other day. Craft 2 of each of these, very low effort, and you'll make a couple hundred gold selling all of them. Maybe even more depending on prices. We can see here that the reflection of the sea is all the way up at 100 gold profit, which is really good for an item like this. Now, the last thing I wanted to cover is something that's a little bit hard to show in-game, and that is the perfect uncommons. They are extremely good. They are extremely good. As we can see here, I have 17,000 gold worth of sales for the perfect gems. And what's interesting is that for a lot of these perfect gems, you can even make a profit just buying the uncut uncommon gem off the auction house. So as far as I've been able to tell from Wowhead, I have not checked the rate in my samples. I'll admit that. For uncommon procs, my most recent batch, I did 500 gems just now, and I got a total of 58, so 35 perfect fractures and 23 perfect quick ones. So that's 58 out of 490, so that's really close to 10%, so that's the rate we're going to be using. So that means you can simply, even if you can't sell the uncommon version for anything, even if it's just 85 silver, and you just sell all of those to the vendor, it might be profitable to do the big ones, the perfect ones still. And the way you do that is simply you divide the perfect price by 10, then you get the average value of a tiger opal, even if you just vendor all of the uncommon cuts. So as we can see here, for a tiger opal, which is currently selling for about 6 gold, then anything that's selling for more than 60 gold is going to be profit. So here we have a lot of gems. If you sort them by price, we can see there's a lot of gems here at 100 gold. And it will cost you about 60 gold to craft one of these, buying the uncommons. And then obviously there's even some up here that are selling for as much as 150. And some of them even have good stats. Like the skillful strength mastery version, the artful int mastery at 117. If you actually sell them for the skillful here at 150 gold, then you're tripling your gold almost, which is extremely good. And there's a lot of options here for doubling your gold. The best option for this is generally going to be the orange gem, sometimes the yellow as well. What I've seen today is that the profit margins on some of the others are lower, but we can see here we have 2 gold sunstone. We can sell perfect fractured sunstones for 60 gold, so that's tripling your gold, and there are a lot of sunstones available. So this is a very nice thing to do, and something that's actually easy. You don't have to prospect for hours. You can just buy if you buy 500 of these, then you go and AFK craft with them, and you get a bunch of gems. It's a little bit boring, but it's extremely simple. So lastly, we also have my Trade Skill Master setup, which I'm going to say a couple of things about. You can grab that in the blog post linked in the video description. So the main thing that you need to know is that the gem groups, the operations here, well, not on this because I don't post from this character, but generally speaking, my operations here are hard-coded. So what does that mean? It means I've set the minimum price to a specific gold value, and the maximum price to a specific gold value, and the normal price to a specific gold value. I have 3 different operations, so you do want to check and swap them around maybe. I have them spread out based on prices on my realm, so we have some different based on the different gem colors and the perfects and the rares. For instance, blue rares are extremely low value, same for the green ones, whereas the red ones and orange ones are a lot higher value. So you do want to take a look at your realm. If you see a lot of gems being like not getting posted due to your minimum price being too low, then do check it out and just make sure that you're posting everything. Because once you've crafted the gems, there isn't really a lot, anything better you can do than posting them to the auction house. So just either swap the operations around. So you just go to the groups and you maybe you want to swap the yellow gems, you just click here and then you pick another operation, or you go to the operation and you change the prices here. Simply swap it out for something else like 20 gold, or you want to change it to 30 gold for the normal price, then you type 30 gold instead, and you're good to go. So yeah, that's going to be it for Jewelcrafting, a very profitable, very profitable profession. So yeah, good luck.